Hey guys, I'm going to go through the markets and show you some ETF sectors you can focus on and then look at stocks from there, as I usually do. And maybe, some of the little things that I do with TC2000, what things I look at, indicators and stuff like that. So if you want to get a free trial of TC2000, check out the link in the description below the video, and you can get $25 off your subscription, your membership, if you decide to pick up this software. So I've got various tabs here, which is really nice about the program. A lot of different charts and scans within a small amount of space, and there's one down here as well. So let's get into it. So if we look at the Russell 2000, we've had a good up run here. Like you see, I have a channel here, but we've broken through that upper range. Now we're just almost at the 200-day moving average, which can be a resistance point. So if you're trading, you might want to consider watching it there or reducing your position. But what I'm looking for, generally speaking, is an uptrend with these pullbacks here as entry points to a trend line, ideally. And so there's a few spots here. Even in an uptrend, you can still get in after a pullback is a nice spot to get into. And you can see I've got this green volatility stop. This takes into account the average true range, so some volatility. I've got 1.25. You can change that to how far away you want it to be. But it allows you to stay in a trade as long as you're above these green volatility stops. And sometimes you get some ups and downs, but that's why I look at other things, like it's above the 50-day moving average here. There's usually a good run up to the 200 there. So it's in an uptrend. Of course, it's getting close to the 200-day. If I go to the weekly chart, you can see we've broken this big channel down here since December, November, and but we are getting close to this 200. This is a 50-week, but so it's still looking pretty good. We had a crossover on the weekly chart. Dow Jones is getting closer to 200-day as well. Had a bit of a breakout after this little consolidation here. So I like to see higher lows. You see how we have a low here, then we have this low here, and then a low here. So these are good entry points right after this little pullback in an uptrend. So that's kind of what I look for. Other things that seem to happen is you're above the 50-day moving average, you're above the zero line of the price percent oscillator, and this is crossed over. This percent oscillator is above the moving average. That indicates a momentum, upward momentum. You can also look at relative strength. Down here I have this versus the NASDAQ. You can see we're below the NASDAQ because NASDAQ's done a lot better. And here's the NASDAQ looking really good, uptrend. Of course, we're getting, eventually getting close to this 200-day moving average, and the same situation with the S&P. So in terms of the charts, they're all looking pretty good. So for the sectors, what I do is look at different things you can look at is recent strength. I've got columns here, 5-day, 30-day, 90-day performance. So Ethereum is obviously the best one. Nice big uptrend. You try to get it after a little pullback here in an uptrend. So it's fairly early in the game, but you can see we broke this downtrend and we're heading up here. So you want to see the higher lows, and you want to see a pullback, and that's when I get in. You could get in for a trade. And obviously Bitcoin is the next one. You just crossed over the 50-day, so that's bullish as well, with rising bottoms here. So you've got some electrical stuff, hydrogen, and related solar energy, stuff like that. This is quite steep, so when it gets kind of extended like that, I don't really like it, especially right at the 200-day. But let's just click on the TAN, which is a solar ETF. Really nice breakout over the 200, and now we have higher lows here. If you click on this open component watch list, you'll see all the related solar stocks. So if you want to just buy, a particular stock, and also if you want to have this this chart open up with, this data set, you can save a column list. So if I create a columns here, I can go like this, right click and say replace column set and save column set. So any of these things here, once you create your columns that you like, you can right click it and save it as a column set. And then you can say also, like I'll just say you go save it, and then it says save as default for your watch list, so it'll pop up like automatically. So when I click on this, now I get the list that I want, like the columns that I want. And so I can sort all the stocks, solar stocks, by 5-day, 30-day gain or whatever. Or you could have other criteria. And pick, some of the strong ones if you want. Sun Power, First Solar, these are all going crazy. So there's been a little resurgence in energy, oil, and gas. This is the gasoline fund. There's a break of this downtrend here. But you might want to see a little pullback and then get in there. COPEX, stuff like that, which is like home builders and things like that. It's right at the 50-day. But we're starting to see some rising bottoms. This one's a bit stronger, but it's got a bit of a consolidation point right here. So there's a lot of stuff right now. All the growth tech is going crazy right now. If I just sort by change, that's in the morning. So we're in the pre-market right now, which is 8:59, 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. You've had a lot of the typical stuff going up again, the tech and the retail, and also biotech. And but there is, like, wood is the timber forestry. You're starting to see some stuff coming back up again in terms of the commodity type stuff. So like natural gas as well, you had this pullback, bounce back down off of the 50, near the 50. Now we're starting to break through again potentially, and we're above the zero. So I hope that helps. If you want to get TC2000, check out the link in the description below. We'll see you in the next video.